Twitter is rehiring. And also new jobs have been posted in the past 48 hours. So last Friday rolled around, 3,700 people they woke up to either an email to their @twitter.com email address or their personal email address. The two indicating if they have a job or not. Obviously, if you got an email to your personal address, you were fired, laid off. And all access was removed for the 3,700 people. They were promised some money. And then over the weekend, they started receiving, their Slacks got reactivated and they started receiving messages to come back. We're going to talk about it on today's Not So Critical update.
I want to say, John, fuck you for making us talk about Twitter again this week.
I mean, I'm just a bloke.
Like there was some guy,
There were a dozen stories. Changing course on hiring, changing course on content moderation policies, changing course on blue check, subscription, non-subscription, who needs it, who doesn't need it, changing track on...
Mike, we don't decide on the news. We just report on it. Come on.
Well, actually, we only report on the reportings.
Right.
We break news that have been broken.
Man.
I've got a pun.
I'm ready.
We're meta reporters.
Yeah.
Get it? Because we report on meta.
And we also report on meta.
Reporting on the reporting.
I seriously have to look at how to mute Peter when we're... I feel like I say that every week. I need a button.
They've been scrambling. And I'm surprised I didn't even say it because I've thought about this a couple of times. This is a classic, fire the sysadmin and then panic because you don't actually fucking know how anything works, because I imagine the procedures over at Twitter aren't so fleshed out that things were documented. Maybe a lot of in your head type of documentation lived with, legacy employees. Now all of a sudden things aren't working, or, they're starting to see an uptick in waiting jobs to be processed or whatever. So I love this because it's so Silicon Valley of Elon to fire half the fucking staff of a gigantic company and then be like, well, bring them back. Things aren't working.
Colbert did a bit on that. Colbert did a bit on that the other night. And he said, HR comes out and says, "You're fired. I just need somebody to type up your pink slip. Do you know how to work a computer? Great, you're hired. Type up your pink slip. Now get out of here." That's exactly what happened here.
Do you know? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
No, please.
No, please, Peter.
Oh, no, I insist, John. I insist.
Oh boy,
you're insisting.
Oh man, we're still not done with this bit.
No, here's the thing.
No, this is great radio. Keep going, guys.
I don't know what's real anymore. I genuinely. So I've heard stories that they're rehiring. I've heard stories that Elon Musk was unbanning cat turd accounts.
Oh,
I heard he was unbanning himself from other people's accounts.
Yeah, unblocking himself. Yeah.
Unblocking himself. Yeah. Unblocking. Yeah.
It seems so crazy, but then there's stuff which I absolutely know is true. Well, I mean, as much as I can do, which is things like he has fired half the half the staff of a company, which doesn't seem like it's ever a good move. I mean, we heard about Facebook
him last week on that point.
I said it was kind of reasonable, but I didn't think that I don't
find it reasonable.
The way he did it was wrong.
The point Peter made, John, is that if you take over a company that's losing tons of money every single day, then you take steps to fix that as the CEO.
Is this fixing it though? Are you fixing it by firing half the staff in a panic and then starting to rehire the same people you just laid off.
Well, I don't know if you've recognized this pattern through the process, but it seems like maybe not everything Elon Musk does is extremely well thought out.
Would you say buying Twitter in the first place?
Clownish moves
by accident.
Some clown-like moves are occurring.
Right.
No, it's become a dictatorship. Now, these are unconfirmed reports. Like, we can't prove that Elon himself with God mode is going through account by account and unblocking himself.
I don't know why you would do that.
But why
would you?
It is comedy. Now, one thing that is confirmed is, I forget the name of the company, but they do a lot of big data analytics. And they have reported that over, I think, 1 million accounts have been deactivated by they've deactivated themselves. It's not that they have, and then 500,000 were suspended, I believe, which maybe that could be the bot hunting that's starting to occur. And Elon has now made a rule that anyone who impersonates him gets permabanned.
I think that was the best story of the week. That was my favorite
names.
story.
Those big names were out of protest, did it, and then they got banned.
Yeah,
because
comedy is now legal on Twitter. Parody is now banned on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's not a flag.
A bastion of free speech.
Absolutely draconian. With a sprinkle of fascism, you could say. Because if you don't follow my rules, then fuck you. Which is crazy because you were talking about following the American rule set, because freedom of speech it's not the same thing everywhere. You cannot go to Germany and be a Nazi, right? That's illegal. You cannot say things like that in Germany. Maybe you can in America, but it's just so small-headed.
I think
it's true.
I think I've heard you can say stuff like that in America.
That's ironic.
You can.
Oh, can. Yeah. I believe so. Through the grapevine, I've heard of it. Because freedom of speech. And again, I will go back to the same point I've been making. These are private fucking companies. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They don't need freedom of speech. If you don't, as a company owner, if you don't like what someone is saying on your platform, you can remove them. You don't need any excuse or reason. You can literally just do that. But when your whole campaign about this is freedom of speech, town square, Twitter, and then you start removing people because of what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's it's a clown fiesta. That's all it is. It's a party.
Yeah. It's oh god. It reminds me of Trump in a lot of ways. Because
oh boy.
Like the contrast between the Facebook layoffs and the Twitter layoffs is stark. There was an announcement for one thing, and it wasn't a surprise to. It was a surprise to people, but it's probably thought about quite carefully and didn't happen the day after.
Musk said he was going to do it coming in.
Okay. So he had 2 weeks to think about it?
Like even before he made the purchase, I thought one of the things he said is, I'm going to fire half the engineers.
Right, but the figuring out who you're going to fire seems to be like a key part of...
What do you mean?
Okay. The whole fucking... what is it?
Sort alphabetically? Do whatever, who cares? Half. How hard is that, Peter?
How many employees?
I heard a really... There's a guy called Quinnypig on Twitter who's ex-Amazon person, he used to work for AWS, and now he works for a consultancy that does platform consultancy, so cloud architecture and stuff like that. And he talked about how the fact that one of the other things that Twitter had to do was reduce their infrastructure bill by $1 billion a year. And he said, look, there's no way that you can do that and have things just keep working. And he went through all these different examples about how, well, you can say you want to reduce, backups by just get rid of backups. That's going to save you a bunch of money. You can reduce your BI platform. That's fine. Yeah, you don't really need reports, right? It will still keep working without them. But then you're just going to, then when you find out why other things aren't working or you're not making money on ads, the information is not going to be there. And all these different examples of how it just, you can't just go, hey, I'm going to get rid of that many people and that much that much of the budget without things breaking badly. So yeah, the kind of rushed side of things.
Yeah, I mean, social media is just kind of a mess across the board. It'll be
Oh,
good.
Reminds me, we were looking today at the predictions. We're going to do a prediction episode coming up. So if you want to catch that, earlier this year, we'd made almost predictions about what we thought would happen this year.
We don't want to wait and do that at the end of the year?
We do, but like anybody who's watching, subscribe now and you'll see our upcoming How Did We Do? But one of them was, how long did you spend on that, John? Mike, sorry.
He bought it. Or stole it.
Okay. All right.
License it free on YouTube. It was made available.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Yeah,
all
YouTube's been doing a lot of creator stuff. Anyway, back to my prediction. Peter's hijacking.
Well, I was just about to hype your prediction, John. Jesus.
My prediction. Thanks, Peter.
Mike came over with his fancy graphics.
Is that one giant social media will fail. Will just vanish.
Yeah.
And Elon is fucking speed running my prediction.
It's October. Let me get to work.
Yeah. He's like, I heard about John's prediction, kicking it into overdrive.
Hold my beer.
Full throttle. Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't want Twitter to go away. I like Twitter.
I mean, we could replace it. Like eventually, something. That's what I keep saying is something has to come along that will replace it.
Do we have a Mastodon story coming up?
Yeah, we do. I think we're going to talk about Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Wednesday or Thursday, I think.
Yeah, another reason to subscribe. Also, join Discord. It's kind of fun these days. We're getting more and more people joining, and it, genuinely good conversations. I think when we first started saying that, it was like, just come and join us, guys. We're so lonely.
It was more like wishcasting then. We were saying it kind of optimistically then, but now it's true. Yeah, now we actually are having conversations in Discord.
Yeah.
So if you want to come yell at me because I keep calling Elon bad names or like come join. I'll have a discussion. I'm always up for discussions.
Yeah.
When I'm right. So yeah.